What's going on, guys? It's Megadan29, and I'm coming at you today with a huge pickup I got that I know we're in a weird spot right here. Let me move some of this stuff. We'll go at this in order. But it's going to be kind of uncut, kind of. I'll make some cuts in between what I'm talking about. But I picked all this stuff up, and I got a huge good deal. Very blessed for that. And I owe it all to one of the subscribers I have, a very good friend of mine, Robbie Anderson. Robbie, thank you so much for the deal. He had messaged me in the morning about somebody at our work that was selling some stuff. And I got all of this stuff for what I thought for was $150. And then when I went there, he explained to me something that I will tell you when I get there. Something little that didn't work or something like that. And he's like, well, how about you give me $120? And I was like, okay. So I went there and I took it. So I bought this kind of blindly, and I was just told that basically, hey, there's these systems and some games for them, and that's it. It was just like this kind of broad description. But I felt like from what the text was, like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this up and see what I was going to do with the intentions of what we've been doing with the channel. So with that being said, let me get down first to it. Right now, we're going to take care of the systems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the systems, and I'm just going to show you the core of it. I'm not going to whip out all the cords and everything, or I'm going to have a huge mess on my hands. It's already crazy right now, so if you guys can see it. So I'm going to go through just the consoles, and we're going to try and make this as quickly as we can because we have a lot of stuff. So here we go. Here's a purple GameCube, which I'm so happy that I finally got one, because I have another GameCube that I'm not really into, and I'm glad to have this one. The purple one was my favorite one. I believe the purple one was the original one. And I have a black one that I wasn't too into, so I'm very glad to have a purple one. It's so beautiful. And then I got and that came with like controllers and stuff, but like I said, I'm not going to take all of that out. Then it came with this, which was very interesting, and I'm not even really sure what to think about it. It is a Gemini video game system, and it looks like it plays Atari 2600. You can plug the good old Genesis games in there, or the Genesis controllers in there. It's got the switches. I am a noob when it comes to anything Atari and television, anything like that. So this is very new to me, but this is the Gemini video game system. So yeah, I got a Gemini, so we're going to put that back in there. There's controllers and stuff for that, some joysticks, and I know this is going to be weird. I'm not going to make all these cuts. Then I got me a PlayStation 1. That's pretty cool, even though I do have some PS1s. These are very cool. I love having the old nostalgic one right here. It's not the little tiny one that works really good, but it is the original one. Got some original stuff. So I got this over here. We should put the GameCube back in here. Alright. And then we've got, with everything, we got the Sega Genesis. We got a freaking Sega Genesis, man. Always good to have these. And I got to wipe these off. I was really excited to make the video, and to be honest, it's been really busy at my house. So I've been doing a lot of other things. And that has a weird controller in there with it. Actually, I'll show that. So it's got two regular controllers with the hookups, but check this out. It's called a something SG Pro Pad. SG Pro Pad 6 button. It's probably some sort of aftermarket controller, but it's always fun to try these and see how well they work. So we'll have to get to that at some point. I'm going to keep it moving along. I know I'm going to go kind of fast here, but I want to keep stuff going, because otherwise this will be a 1,000-minute video. So what this is full of is, looks like we got some PS1 controllers, a whole bunch of zappers, NES controllers, zappers. Here's a PS1 controller again. Here's an aftermarket. No, this ain't aftermarket. Here's a Piranha Pad PS1 controller. We'll have to try that. Whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, some more power cords and stuff like that. Very cool. And then we got another PS1. Yeah, another PS1 game in there. Cool. You need a bunch of these, because the laser loves to just take a crap on you, so you definitely need that. And then we've got an original Game Boy. You know, these can survive literally like nuclear bombs and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen the article in the Nintendo Power. So this thing I'm sure still works. And then we picked up a Super Nintendo. Good old Super Nintendo, man. Just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Everything does, which I will. I'll take Q-tips and stuff and clean this stuff up and make it look real good. This one's not faded too bad, though. It's actually pretty decent. It's not bad. Not bad, not bad. Got some controllers in there, you know, pretty much everything it comes with. Then we got the High and Almighty. TurboGrafx 16. This was a big one for me. Really cool because of how clean it is. I already have a TurboGrafx 16, but mine's a lot dirtier than this. So this is really awesome. Really glad to see this. Really awesome to see that. Very, very cool. And then, finishing up the systems, the story behind me getting 30 bucks taken off was an Xbox 360. Good old, this is the original Xbox 360, man. And the reason he took it off is because he said the disc tray sticks. But I know how to fix that. So I told him that. And I said, yeah, I can fix it. It's no problem. And he's like, well, I feel bad. How about I take, give me 120? And I was like, okay. I'll give you 120. It's perfectly fine. And it was a really quick deal. And I went in there all masked up and everything. So I wanted to do it out of respect. And he started loading stuff into my car. So with that being said, that's all of the systems, I think. Yes, that's all the systems. So now we get on to the games. Well, first, like we always should do, we start out with NES, because, you know, it's the best. So, we start out with NES. And, of course, you have your good old boy, Battletoads, baby. You gotta have Battletoads in there, baby. Gotta have Battletoads. It's an awesome one. Chess Master. The Chess Master. I've never played this, but I'm sure you're just playing chess. Ninja Turtles 1. Ninja Turtles 2. The arcade game. Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong. I love the cover of that one. It's a badass cover, dude. I love it. Mario 1, which is super dusty. Mario Duck Hunt. DuckTales. DuckTales. Woo! Adventures of Bayou Billy. Adventures of Bayou Billy. Oh, geez. Little Julio. Little Julio. Paperboy. Paperboy. Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2. Friday the 13th. Oh, geez, the best one of all. Holy cow. John Elway's quarterback. I want to play this a lot. Mechanized Attack. I was actually looking at this one. I think it's a Zapper game. Mechanized Attack, and it's made by SNK, which is who made Guerrilla Wars. So that's pretty sick. Star Voyager. Star Voyager. Battle of Olympus, which is a way better looking copy than the one I have. Mario 3. Can't have a collection without that. So you need 2 Mario 3s. And then another Mario Duck Hunt. You can never have too many of those. Alright, so that is it for the NES games. So now we will move on to some TurboGrafx 16 games. Night Creatures. It looks like it's just missing the manual, I'm assuming. Night Creatures. Keith Courage. And Turrican. Pretty cool, Turrican. I heard Turrican's a lot of fun. I can't wait to try that one. And Night Creatures, I do not have that one either. It's kind of the TurboGrafx 16 stuff. How it has a little tab in there. You know, there's a box full of manuals. I wonder if the manuals are in there. But we'll get straight into the Game Boy now. Solar Striker. Solar Striker. Here's a Game Gear game. We'll go ahead and throw that in. NHL Hockey. Oh, you good old Tetris. Came with the console. And what's this called? Sword of Hope. Sword of Hope for the Game Boy. Sword of Hope. Probably an RPG or something. And then we'll jump into Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo. Super R-Type. Super R-Type. I'll show that one with the other thing. Brawl Brothers. Earthworm Jim 2. Battletoads Double Dragon. Super Star Wars. And then you got this stuff. Hold on. Super Mario All-Stars. Super Mario World. And then Super Empire Strikes Back CIB. CIB. This has everything in it. I'm not going to open it up, but it's got the manual. It's got everything in it. All the good stuff. It's got all that in there. We'll go ahead and put the game in there. How about that? How about let's throw the game in there? It's even got the plastic. Let's see. So you would put this plastic around the game. Yeah! Look at that. Look at that, like a glove. Like a glove. And you put that bad boy right in there. Just like that. Had the manual and all the pamphlets. Yes, I want Nintendo Power. Yep. Okay. Yep. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to go kind of fast, so it's going to take forever. So that's a CIB Empire Strikes Buttholes. So there you go. Okay. Let's dip into Sega Genesis. Alright, here we go. Sega Genesis. These are all CIB. I've already checked. I'm not going to open them all. Mortal Kombat 2 CIB. Such a cool when you have all these clamshells. Jordan vs. Bird, which I didn't know there was a Jordan vs. Bird on the Sega Genesis. I did not know that. Crazy. So I did not know they made a sequel. Arch Rivals. Good old Arch Rivals. I don't know why, but I always think of I think of a back in the day gamer. Mortal Kombat 3. Primal Rage, where you can burp and fart on people. John Madden Football looks like this is the original, dude. That is the original John Madden Football. Madden 95. FIFA Soccer. Might be the original. Madden 96. Look at this one. Universal Soldier. Universal freaking Soldier. Didn't even know that was a game. But it looks actually pretty cool. Like, it looks pretty freaking fun. I don't know if I'm putting it in the right spot, but it looks pretty fun, dude. Batman Forever. It sucked now, and it sucks forever. Okay, this one's weird. Shinobi on the Master System. But it is The Revenge of Shinobi. So that one's a little weird. So I'm assuming he bought this or something. And they just put it, they said, yeah, Shinobi, same thing. X-Men, Sega Genesis. Dude, this one's awesome. Altered Beast. I didn't have this CIB, so that's very cool. Golden Axe. Streets of Rage. And that's it for my Sega Genesis. Okay, now Xbox 360. Tenchu Z, which is really weird. I didn't even know there was a Tenchu Z. That's pretty dope. Turning Point, Fall of Liberty. Dark Sector. You got your good old Undead Nightmare. That was an awesome freaking game. Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 1. And then History Channel's Civil War. Okay, original Xbox games. Star Wars Starfighter Special Edition. Evil Dead. A Fistful of Boomstick. Bloodwake. Secret Weaponry of what? Normandy? Yep, Normandy. Pretty cool. PSI Ops. Okay, that's it for my Xbox original. Got a couple. Well, I got more GameCube. We'll go ahead and cover that in just a second. Star Wars Rebel Strike. And Midway Arcade Treasures. And we're going to jump right into this, and I want to do this as a special part because I can tell this guy was a big fan. This guy was a big fan. And I want KJ Del Rey. I want you to focus right now. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to sit down. Make sure you're sitting while watching this video. And here we go. So there's some Xbox 360, there's GameCube, and then there's some books. And it all is around one thing. We're just going to show these in a slow order. Resident Evil 5. Xbox 360. Resident Evil 6. Xbox 360. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Xbox 360. Resident Evil Revelations. Xbox 360. Resident Evil Code Veronica X for the GameCube. Resident Evil Nemesis for the GameCube. And these are all CIB. Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube. Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube. Resident Evil 1 for the GameCube. Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. Resident Evil Code Veronica X Strategy Guide for the GameCube. Resident Evil 0 Strategy Guide for the GameCube. Resident Evil 2 and 3 in 1 Strategy Guide for GameCube. 2 and 3. And Resident Evil Strategy Guide for the GameCube. This guy liked Resident Evil a little bit. Now for one of my favorite systems, PS1. Can't wait to play this. Army Men 3D. I remember this game. I love it. And I didn't have it in the collection. Special Ops. Ranger Elite. Tekken 3. Pretty cool. Atari Collection. Pretty dope. Might play it on that. Got some more classic arcade games. Looks like Atari. This guy liked Atari a lot. Here's another one. Greatest Games. Got a bunch of stuff like Burger Time on it and stuff like that. Something like Root Beer Tappers on there. Frogga. Dino Crisis 2. Pretty cool. I've never played those. WCW versus The World. Didn't have that one. Nightmare Creatures 2. I kind of forgot about that game. Madden 2001. That one's not CIB. Nuclear Strike. I remember these games. I want to do playthroughs of these at some point. Those Nuclear Strikes, Desert Strike. This game I remember. Fear Effect 2. Fear Effect 2. I remember that one. Alone in the Dark. Parasite Eve 2. Is it 2? Yep, Parasite Eve 2. Oh, I forgot about these. Resident Evil Survivor. I forgot about that. I had Resident Evil Survivor in there. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Pretty cool. And then Resident Evil. Final Fantasy VIII. That's how much I like Final Fantasy, guys. But yeah, I remember Resident Evil Survivor. I remember I beat this the first time I ever played it when my dad bought it. But I didn't have it. I'm glad to have it, that's for sure. Now, I'm going to do Atari 2600, I believe is what this all is. This is my chance to get into it, man, because I got that little Gemini system. Space Chase. Pretty cool. Decathlon. That's like some Olympics or something. E.T. Combat. 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 Home run. Hitting homers. We're hitting homers. Super Challenge Football. Look at that. Look at that case. Why has it got to be like that? Cosmic Arc. Cosmic Arc. Yar's Revenge. These are really light games. Star Raiders. Star Raiders. This is one of my favorites, dude, because of AVGN. It's kind of cool just to have this. Sword Quest. Remember the episode he did on Sword Quest? The Fire World one. Pretty cool, dude. Really awesome to have that. Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back. It's probably pretty fun. Asteroids. Good old asteroids. Berserk. Berserk. I love that cover. It looks pretty cool. Space Invaders. Gotta have Space Invaders if you have an Atari 2600. Cubert. Gotta have that. Classic stuff. Missile Command. Just seen a new one for the Amico that they're coming out with Missile Command. That's pretty cool. Defender. Gotta have Defender. So these are all the heavy hitters, like the classics, man. Miss Pac-Man. And then Pac-Man. Can't have Miss Pac-Man if you don't have Pac-Man. And that's it for Atari 2600. And now we got some like random stuff that I just wanted to show you. This is full of manuals. Property of Valley Video. I'm going to call that tomorrow. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so we have a mechanized attack manual. Donkey Schlong manual. Ooh, that's a dope manual. Adventures of Bayou Billy. Star Voyager. And Super Star Wars. Super Star Wars. Oh, and Tetris. Tetris 2. This was when you rented Super Star Wars, he rented this. Somebody did. And then we've got... Oh, did I forget something? No. That's the one. Okay. I got this. The cleaning kit. The NES cleaning kit. Isn't that kind of cool? Is it open? Let's see. Oh, shit. I don't think this has ever been opened before. This is for the Genesis. It's a Genesis cleaner. And then a complete NES cleaner. I always think this stuff's kind of neat, dude. Like, I like this a lot. Because you know what's funny is I kind of do this nowadays, but I just use a game. So I'll use like Mario Duck Hunt, and I'll clean the end of the and have it really wet with the alcohol of a game, and then I'll just shove it in the system a bunch of times, and it kind of cleans it. And I'll pull it out, and then I start cleaning it again, and I see if anything came off the Q-tip, like if it's still dirty inside, and I'll just keep doing that until the game is clean, even when it comes out. So that tells you that it's clean. And I think that this essentially does the same thing. You know, you clean this end right here, probably, and then you put something on it. I'm sure it came with something. Like, you know, they couldn't just use alcohol. So yeah, this has got some type of like thing over it. Wow, this has like never been used. And yeah, you probably just sit there and you do the same thing. That's probably what you do. And that's kind of crazy that it works that way, because that was just an idea that I had. So yeah, this is like some type of apply small amount. Yeah. Yep, that's like ointment. Apply amount of water to the washer end of the clean. No, so this is just like an extra thing you put over it or something. I don't know. Pretty cool. But it's an official... I can't believe they tell you to put water on it. Official NES cleaning kit. They told you to put water on the end of it. Wow. I don't think that's probably smart. But who am I? I'm not Nintendo. And then we're just going to finish up here with some strategy guides, because I looked through this other bag that I have, and it's just some quirky controllers, a whole bunch of memory cards for like GameCube and PlayStation 1, and that's pretty much all it is. So we got Final Fantasy VIII strategy guide, Fear Effect 2 strategy guide, Donkey Kong Country Player's Guide, that's pretty cool, Dead Rising strategy guide, and a Parasite Eve 2 strategy guide. So obviously he used the strategy guides to help him through the game. So that's pretty cool, man. So that's all my stuff. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out again to Robbie Anderson. Thank you so much, man. I'll be getting a hold of you. I know we've been playing like kind of like phone tag right now. It's been really busy at the house, and I know I haven't been streaming as much, guys, but I had a lot of stuff, a lot of construction going on at my house, so it's just been really crazy. And then we're just buying like things here and there. to put together and, you know, keep it going. I'm really tired even to shoot this tonight. So I've been really meaning to get this done. But I picked this stuff up yesterday and been wanting to shoot it. So hopefully I get this edited up and get it put out here pretty soon. And we'll be getting back to more Ken Griffey Jr. and things like that. And hopefully this will help fuel a lot of the giveaways and stuff like that. I was very blessed to get this. All of this for $120, and that's pretty crazy. So probably up there with the best pickup of all time for me, I would say. I don't know if I've ever had anything like this. I think I would have remembered it. This is a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff that I really want to play. And so I'm really glad that it's here and everything. And Robbie, I just can't thank you enough, man. You're a good dude. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for being my friend, and that goes for everybody. Like I always say, guys, thanks for being in my life and making YouTube this really fun thing for me. And I just really appreciate it. So I'll be seeing you in the streams. I just wanted to share this with you because I was very excited. And I hope you guys are all having a good day and this and that. And I'll see you later. We'll get back to Ken Griffey Jr. It's coming.